Coles and Askew. 10% discount if you settle up by the end of the month. Now, £28.8.
They owe us 24 quid.
Well, that doesn't stop us getting 10%, does it? £2.16. That's better than falling off a cliff with a stick of celery up your nose.
Oh, well, that's 10% you can forget, mate. If they're starting to offer 2 bob in the pound for quick cash, then you can guarantee they're in trouble. Hang on to that in case they go bankrupt.
Well, they will if everybody jumps to that conclusion.
It's a conclusion based on years of experience that I had to come by in a hard way,
yes,
mate.
All right. I'm still young and very lovable.
Have you seen that flipping claw hammer?
It's out.
Oh, that's marvellous, isn't it? Not with them 2 buddy boys of yours.
They're not buddy boys of mine.
Well, let's hope they're better than just a pair of gash bods. What else have they got?
Well, they've got the saw, the plane, the drill.
Oh, it ain't marvellous anyway. Should have been here.
Well, what do you expect them to put shelving up with, eh? Chewing gum and spit?
What time did you ask him to come?
8:30.
Well, it's 9 now. Do you know how much it cost for hammering it?
Len, the returnist bishops. I asked them to leave the stuff there when they finished.
Did you check if they were there?
The phone. Hello.
Len, I'm sorry to bother you so early in the day, but I wonder if you could come round. It is important. Could you come round now? Oh, Ta. Oh, blast. Haven't got a fag on you, have you?
I don't smoke anymore.
Oh, well, we all have our faults.
I went out last night and bought you... Have you smoked 20 fags since last night?
Yes, I have smoked 20 fags since last night. What is more, I've got a splitting headache and I've got a tongue like a button stick and a mouth like an old spud.
Oh, would you like me to go out and get you some?
No, all I want you to do is to get off to work.
Well, how about you?
I'm not going in today. I don't feel up to it.
Well, supposing Dave Smith asks after you.
Look, just tell him I'm down with nicotine poisoning or something. All you've got to tell him is I don't feel well, that's all.
Look, are you sure there's nothing I can
No,
do?
love.
Right. Well, I'll see you when I see you then.
Oh. I'm sorry to muck up the start of your day. You've got a fag on you. Ta.
Alan Howard.
He was round here last night. I don't know if he's said anything to you. Perhaps he has.
What about?
Me and him. Me and him.
No, he hasn't said anything to me. I didn't even know there was a me and him thing going on.
There isn't. Perhaps there is where he's concerned, but certainly not where I'm concerned.
What does he want? To pick up where he left off?
Sort of. Why?
Oh, I don't know. Yesterday it seemed he wouldn't even give a brush washer for you. What's the big deal this time? Live over the brush in Bramhall or something?
No, not this time. This time he wants me to marry him. That's what it is this time. He wants me to marry him. And all I want him to do is go away and not come back. He walked into my life once and I don't want him to walk in again.
Have you told him that?
Yes. Last night. Oh, and he won't take a blind bit of notice. He'll be round here again. I just know it.
What do you want me to do, Elsie?
Well, I want you to stop him bothering me. I thought perhaps if you talked to him... Well, he has known you a long time, hasn't he?
So you want Alan Howard seeing off? Fair enough.
No, not seeing off. I just want somebody to try and get through to him, that's all.
Right. I'll get through to him.
Fairclough and Langton. Oh, Miss Nugent. I see. I'll be round right away. I'm leaving now.
Ah, morning, ladies.
Morning. Everything all right?
Yes, thank you. Is there anything I can do for you?
What have you got that's not gone up in price this week?
Well, toothpaste been pretty steady now for 3 or 4 days. And razor blades.
We don't shave. You fancy toothpaste for your tea?
I'd prefer a tater ash.
Well, I've done us a tater ash, haven't I?
Ina generally does us a tater ash of a Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, very nice, love.
Well, not always, just generally.
Yeah. Look, I tell you what, Mrs. Colwell, I'll leave you and Mrs. Sharples to it, and if you come up at all with anything you think you'd like, just give me a shout. I'll be in the back, wondering where I've gone wrong.
Thank you very much.
There's something going on.
Well, I didn't want to mention it, but...
I've going into Elsie Tanner's at 9:05. Face as grim as I don't know what. I've had Len Fatal coming out of Elsie Tanner's at 9:10. Face as grim as I don't know what. And in between Ray Langton rushing up the street.
And how was his face?
Same as Fairclough's.
Grim as I don't know what.
Well, are you absolutely sure?
You can't overlook a camera of that quality, Ray. Not a 35mm Japanese job.
How much?
£30. Second-hand, of course, but still a beautiful camera. As a matter of fact, I found one of them playing with the camera yesterday afternoon. I don't remember his name, the one with the moustache.
Oh, yeah, Judd. Well, the front door lock's not broken, is it? Have you checked the back?
Yes, it's a double-bolted back door and a painted-up window that's almost impossible to prise open.
Did you tell the police?
I thought I'd better tell you first.
Why?
Well, I'm not sure what the connection is with
There's
you.
no connection beyond them helping me out to help you out. Well, they seem to have made a decent job any road.
That's not quite the point, is it?
But will you give me a couple of hours before you phone the police?
I'd rather not involve the police at all, frankly. The chances of getting a second-hand camera back are a little slim.
You mean if you don't get that camera back, you want 30 quid?
22.
But you said 30 a couple of seconds ago.
That was our asking price. We gave 22 for it.
Aye, all right. If that camera doesn't show up, I suppose I'll have to fork out, won't I? But I think it's a bit early to be jumping to conclusions. And I've had a morning of people jumping... Hey, did they leave any gear behind them here last night? You know, joiner's bag, tools like.
There was nothing here when I came in.
It really gets my knickers in a twist.
Hey, we don't have any 8-letter words in this bar. I don't know what does.
What does what?
What gets your underwear in a terrible tangle?
Him. It beats me what he sees in Elsie Tanner.
And what can Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid do for you?
Well, I rather hoped I could have a word with you, Mrs. Sharples.
Do you mean a word in private, Mr. Howard?
Well, yes.
You're willing me to get up and leave you alone, aren't you?
I don't forget I've done us tater ash for tea, so don't start going grumpy on me now.
Sometimes you take me a bit too much for granted. Excuse me.
Would you like another drink?
No, thank you.
A whiskey by itself, please, Mrs. Turbin.
I don't.
Is something upsetting Mrs. Caldwell?
Oh, she thinks she's missing something. She'll recover.
Have you seen anything very much lately of Mrs. Tanner?
Yes. Nobody wants her for a sunbeam right now, do they?
You've known her a long time, haven't you, Mrs. Sharples?
There are others why call them me.
Straight answers, I suppose.
I suppose the answer to the question you want is, how far has she changed?
Yes.
Well, before I start supplying straight answers, perhaps you'll supply the straight questions. What you really want to know is, has she changed because of you?
Yes.
Well, accepting that as far as the man is concerned, Elsie Tanner was born stupid, she's learnt now and forgotten that.
That's a very sweeping statement, Mrs. Sharples.
Born of years of observation, lad. Did you say there were fellas that can't pick girls? Always pick the wrong girl for themselves and do it time after time.
Yes.
Well, Elsie Tanner can't pick fellows. Give or take the odd one here and there, but it's more good luck than having an eye for the right fella.
Am I one of the last category?
Yes, I think you might have been right for her. When a woman's been hurt as often as she has, suddenly lets her defences down, it's not a bad sign.
Gonna have to mess the whole thing up.
She was wide open to be hurt. And whether you did it knowingly or not, you hurt her all right. Well, it's not the first time it's happened to her, but I think she's trying to make sure it's the last. And this, not bothering about her appearance. All she got when she did bother was a proposition from the man she loved.
Asked her to come and live with me.
Marriage without benefit of clergy.
Doesn't bear the stigma it once did, Mrs. Sharples.
So I keep reading in the newspapers. Now, do you want me to answer you why she's changed, or do you want to dispute the reasons?
I'm sorry.
You let her down, that's what you did. The last of a long line of letdowns. And because you were all that much more important than the others, it made the letdown all the harder.
There for the want of a marriage certificate.
For not being the fella she thought you were. For being just like all the others.
Yeah, it's all right. Why don't you just say it? I got took for a ride. I'm still wet behind the ears.
Write that off as experience, mate, and while you're about it. Write a couple of cheques, will you? One for me for the tools and one for Ernie Bishop for the camera.
You know, mate, I could use a wet. How do you fancy a Jill?
No, thanks. I've got to find a certain Mr. H this dinner. I'll see you around at the site.
Hey, do you want me to order that fencing from Bradbury's?
Hey?
You know, that larch slap stuff. They want it all the way around, don't they?
Oh, yeah, thanks, yeah. Don't forget, make it interweave, not overlay. 126-foot panels, 121 9-foot posts, 4-inch nails, gravel, sand, cement, creosote.
129-foot panels, interweave, not overlay. He leans to the left, but he shoots to the right. Oh, how do you do?
You've saved me a job. I was just about to start looking for you.
Were you?
I was round at Elsie's first thing this morning.
Oh. Well, did she tell you that I'd asked
I don't give a damn what you asked her, mate, just as long as you don't ask her again.
So she did tell you?
She told me. And she doesn't want to know you, let alone marry you.
Well, I think that's between Elsie and me, don't you?
Well, as I've been brought into it, I think it's between you and me.
Brought into what?
Look, the reason that she asked me round there this morning is because she's upset. And the reason she's upset is because you were there last night. And you might be there again today.
Yes, I might be.
Well, don't be. Because she's told me to ask you to leave her alone. And don't bother her.
Oh, come on, Len.
And if asking doesn't work, I think I'm supposed to make sure you leave her alone.
Look, I came here to ask your advice.
You've got it. Just leave her alone and leave the district for a bit. Wait till things settle down.
No. Not till I've had it out with Elsie.
Look, it takes quite a bit to get through to you, doesn't it? You're wasting your time, mate. And you're beginning to waste mine. Just get out while the going's good. While you're still being asked. Don't wait to be leaned on.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Go and get lost somewhere, will you?
He was, in there earlier on.
Was he?
Who? H-O-W-A-R-D.
Oh.
Earlier on, though.
Why?
Having a confidential confab with Mrs. Sharples, I read. What do you think of it, you know?
What's the prize?
Oh, no, I'm asking you a serious question.
All right, then I'll give you a serious answer. I don't know.
Mrs. Caldwell, I was just telling our Maggie about Mr. H-O-W-A-R-D.
H-O-W? Is it A after W?
Alan Howard. Oh, he was in there having a private talk with Mrs. Sharples.
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to know what subject it was on, sort of loosely like, would you? I mean, to be in strict confidence.
No, not really.
No, that's not the kind of thing you really go around asking about, is it?
Well, I'm not even sure if I'm on speaking terms with Ina.
Oh, you two been having words?
Well, fancy shooing me out of the snow just because Mr. Howard came down to talk about marrying Mrs. Tanner.
I told you about my Cyril, didn't I? Being a security officer when he retires.
Oh, yes, you did. I said to Mr. Bishop how nice it must be to start a new career at 50. Ernest's got this dream about forced rhubarb, you know. 1 or 2 acres, of course.
Forced rhubarb?
And it's quite a science.
It's quite a lot of rhubarb, I know. Where was I? Oh, yes. My Cyril's got an interview for another job this afternoon. It's a better one than this security doings.
Oh, what's this one?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, love. He's put me on oath, and I'm not at liberty to divulge any information at this stage. But we'll be making a full statement to the public later on. Excuse me.
Find a bitter, please, Betty, love.
Yes,
I take it they've not turned up then.
What about the cameras?
Is there no way you could look for them?
NFA, love. No fixed abode, as the crime sheet says.
I'm sorry, Ray. I'm sure you meant well giving them work.
Yeah, storing up favours in heaven. I give them a couple of quid and I finish up owing Len Fairclough 7 or 8 quid for tools and 22 quid for a flipping camera. 22?
Well, perhaps we could deduct the bill for putting up the shelves.
No, love. That bill were from Fairclough and Langton. I can't hide my mistakes with Len. It was my fault taking those two on. I'll just have to drop you a cheque in later. Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no.
Sorry about this morning, Ray. We kept to the maize pad in Stockport.
I'll give you the lift in, he says. Right clapped out old banger that was. Ended up pushing it 10 miles.
Aye, in the wrong direction. Anyway, what you drinking? Miss Nugent?
I'm in no mood for visitors, Mrs. Sharples.
There's not a soul on the street that doesn't know that.
Will you say what you want, please?
Want to sit down? Rather wear your chair out than your carpet. My word. You do look a bit under the weather. Is it just the worst for wear? You've got no makeup on. Go, I bet that's the first time I've ever seen your skin.
Mrs. Sharples, if there's no point to come to, will you kindly get through the door and leave me alone?
I've had your Alan Howard round pouring his heart out.
He's not my Alan Howard.
Well, it strikes me you've got your work cut out to convince him he isn't.
Because he's encased in solid conceit, that's why. Because it protects him from things he'd rather not hear or believe.
Well, it sounded to me more like concern than conceit. There's a bit of conceit on his side. There's a bit of pride on your side and all, isn't there?
Why did he come to you, Mrs. Sharples?
Because he wanted
I'll tell you why. Because he knew that within minutes you'd be round here telling me all about it.
All about what?
I don't know.
And does it matter?
It matters to me that he gets out of my life. I'm sick to the back teeth here in the very mention of his name. Now, I didn't invite you round here, Mrs. Sharples. I'll be very grateful if you find the door for yourself.
All right. You know, it must be about 25 years since I watched you flouncing up the street in that blue satin tent coat. Do you remember it? You were always the first to be with it round here by far, with your pointed brows and your pagoda shoulders. I used to watch you through the vestry window.
I wouldn't call it watching, Mrs. Sharples, sitting there with a light out, peeping through your lace curtains.
And I'll tell you what was the rod and staff that comforted me. I used to say to myself, there'll come a day when that young madam will turn into a lonely woman with no past to remember. If you'll think back, you used to do the same thing night after night. In fact, I never thought you'd have any future to look forward to.
And what were you, Mrs. Sharples? Jealous or just vicious?
Bit of both, I think.
Well, I've no regrets. I'm very sorry, but there's no soul to save.
Well, that day's arrived, hasn't it?
Are you having a gloat, Mrs. Sharples, or have you come here to tell me something?
What I'm trying to say is that the future doesn't look so rosy when you're on your own.
Oh, no lectures on loneliness, please.
You don't know what loneliness is.
It's so much you come to terms with.
Yes, well, I've got 30 years' start on you, lass, and believe you me, one never comes to terms with loneliness. If there was ever a fella in love with you, it's that one.
If ever there was a woman not in love with him, it's this one. I won't say thank you for calling, Mrs. Sharples, but I'd be very grateful if you closed the front door after you.
You don't think we put in a day's graft for the sake of lifting one lousy camera, do you?
Look, supposing we had done it, we wouldn't be standing here now, would we?
Well, now, friend, don't let's say it's never been done, huh? Get a job, nick summit, and turn up the next morning as usual. Look, mate, Miss Nugent saw you fingering that camera, and there was no break-in last night.
Oh, come on, that's too black to be true.
What would we want to get an old mucker into lumber for?
Oh, spare me that, Judd.
All right.
Where'd you sleep last night?
Johnny Lewis's.
Johnny Lewis's?
They've not let him out.
He only ever done one stretch, just like you.
Have you told the fuzz?
Nope, that's up to Miss Nugent.
And she hasn't?
No. She just wants one camera back. Or 22 quid.
She works there, doesn't she? I mean, she doesn't own the place.
She works there.
Well, don't say that's never been done either.
Yeah. Nick something, then blame the fellas working in the building. Collie Shaw was done like that.
Miss Nugent lives by the book, mate. She's got virtues you never heard of.
Except she's not been in touch with the fuzz yet.
No.
Well, if she's not, and you're not going to, then me and Judd are going to have to do it for you, seeing as how we're the prime suspects.
Ina Sharples has got enough flaming tongue for 2 sets of teeth.
She means well.
So did Mussolini.
Oh, Elsie.
Oh, well, why all this fuss over me? You've got your life to live, I've got mine. And Ina Sharples has got everybody else's within a 5-mile radius.
All right. This is me, your friend, remember?
I'm sorry.
And friends are supposed to be able to say things to one another, aren't they? I mean, if friends can't say things, then nobody can.
You can say what you want.
Well, you know you look a bit of a mess, don't you? I mean, you've not done your hair at all.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's not the point.
Is that what you came round here to say, that I look a bit of a mess?
No.
What then?
Well, I'm beginning to suspect that you're enjoying all this drama that's going on.
If you think that, Mrs. Barlow, you don't know your friend very
Well, the first time round with Alan Howard, you said that you would have lived with him gladly if only he'd proposed first. Now he's back, wants to marry you, and you don't want to know.
It's not a game of now he will, now he won't, you know.
No, it's not a game at all. It's about you marrying a man that you were crazy about 2 months ago.
Marriage isn't the be-all, end-all, and cure-all of everything, you know. I've been married, and I know, twice I've been married. And I think I prefer Ina Sharple's vision of loneliness to all the risks you take when you get married.
Like what?
Like not trusting. Like walking out on you. Like ending up lonelier than you were.
We don't want pain for what we've done. We can't afford it. We want it sorted out, don't we, Judd?
Yeah. Hey, it's my shout. Same again.
You're very flush all of a sudden. You were flat yesterday. I subbed you both for one sort of piece.
Johnny came across with a couple.
And 2 doggies coughed up the rest. That's life, isn't it?
Dogs? White City were the only one running last night.
No, mate. Bellevue, Shenandoah's daughter. Trap 2, 7:45, 4 to 5 on. Jetsam, 9:15.
7 to 2.
So you read the paper?
No, mate. Better than that. We're back with the local bookie, Dave Smith. We gave your name as a reference.
What now?
I'm hanging on for you. I thought I'd just say goodbye.
So you decided to go?
Well, I was thinking it over, and I decided to take your advice. Opt out. Things will be happier all around, I think.
Yeah.
So, see you one of these days.
I don't care what you say about him, Val. You can say what you like. I don't give a damn.
I've not said a word about him. It's you that's done all that.
And the conclusion is I don't want him on anybody's terms. His, mine, yours, all Ina Sharples.
Right. Well, that's that then.
Oh, no, it isn't, Val. Why am I lying my tongue black? I want him more than I've ever wanted anybody in my whole life. I always will.